sword. Scramble on rally point. 40-second metal crab. Please respond on rally point. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Is anybody out there? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in 9 minutes and 35 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. I got a ton of breaking gold and silver news today. We're going to watch COMEX open back up. Ladies and gentlemen, bullish news today for gold and silver. We're about to break it all down here. If you're ready, we're going to be live in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Please smash the like button. Please share that stream. Please go retweet the post on X, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to be live here breaking down all the gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves in just about 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Who's ready? Who's with me? Who's still stacking?
In the borders, I'm a golden and silver stacker on the run. Circle the globe till the treasure's done. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Yeah, free silver, free gold for the whole foundation. Golden and silver stacker never alone. Never. Turning into stone, you should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Free silver and gold.
Thank you, Jeff, for the jewels. Thank you, Future Motive, for the jewels. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 7 minutes and 55 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. And boy, is there a bunch of news today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're ready, smash that like button, share the stream, retweet it on X. We're about to be live here in 7 minutes and 40 seconds covering the COMEX. We're opening back up here.
In a coastal town, a rusty safe getting dragged out now. Ancient coins in a dusty tray. Shine them up, watch the years fall away. Border trains through the midnight haze. Customs line, keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets sewn inside my coat. Every bar, another little vote.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. We're going to be live here in 7 minutes and 10 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to watch the COMEX open back up. We're going to analyze the watch out situations, what happened today, the big news coming tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to break it all down here in 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Now, if you like these streams, if you enjoy the channel, please smash that like button. Ladies and gentlemen, please go retweet it on X. Ladies and gentlemen, who's found the password for the Megaga? Who's still looking for the password? I got it up, Brian. Thank you. I got it up. Chicken Nugget, thank you for gifting a membership. You are mega. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 6 minutes and 25 seconds. They might laugh at you and call you a dum-dum to your face for stacking physical gold and silver, but ladies and gentlemen, we're not dumb. We're ahead of our time. We know the fundamentals haven't changed. That's why I'm still stacking. If you're still stacking, put still stacking in chat. We're going to be live here in 6 minutes. Who's ready? Thank you, Gary, for the jewels. Thank you, Jeff Stout, for the super chat saying, buy that tape. Thank you, Mike D, saying, still stacking, baby. Thank you, gentlemen. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Thank you, Mirthquake, for the super chat. For the Megaga shipping fund. If you guys are ready for the Megaga, put Mega in chat right now. Thank you, Brian Irish Stacker, for that super chat. Let's go, Megaga. I missed the BYB Kilo by just a few people. I watched my name go by on the countdown. Bummer, Brian. Man. And ladies and gentlemen, Commander Craig, thank you for the super chat for the tape. Ladies and gentlemen, we just hit the goal. just hit the goal and we haven't even started yet. Thank you. Thank you, Real Bill, for the jewels. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live. Keep smashing that like button. We're only 15 away from 100 here. And thank you, Joseph, saying all soup, no bisque. Whoa. Thank you, Joseph. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 2 items to drop in the Triple B, the Big Beautiful Bounty. When we are live, if you want to see the Triple B, put BBB in chat right now. Let's go. I got in some pocket pingers for the Mega Guy. Who wants to win a pocket pinger? And look at that. Osage Silver in chat says, I finally found the password. I was thinking it was Chris CYOTino. Well, good job. Congratulations, Osage. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here. 4 minutes, we're going to be covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're just 4 likes away from 100. Keep smashing it if you're ready here.
Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance.
Jane Silver Queen says, still looking for the password. Watch it 5 times already. Man. You can email me, Jane Silver Queen. I might give you a few extra passwords. Let's go! Please, sir, I want some claws. That's from Dottie Pie. Future Motive says I should reset the shipping goal. Should I do another one? If so, put goal in chat. SGT here says, how many passwords will there be this time? Probably 5. I'm going to be dropping another password, I believe, on the video that's coming out Saturday. So be ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be live here in 3 minutes and 5 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news. We're going to watch the COMEX Open today. We got all kinds of information to share. So if you're ready, smash the like button right now. We're 2 away from 100. We want to hit 100 before we're live, and we're getting close here. Let's go! Break it down now. Look at Scott. Scott says, I finally found the password after putting Chunky in 100 times. Good job. Must feel good. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa, Flex Fecal says, clothes are coming off. Dear Lord. There's no rules in the general chat. The rules only are for the war room. All right, guys, let's get excited here. Let's get the juices flowing. Let's get a crab dance going. If you're ready, drop a crab in chat. CRAB, not a CRAP. SGT, no golden poops, I'm telling you. Let's go. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just a minute and 55 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news. Are you ready? Jeff Stout, thank you for the... Oh, no, not golden poops. No. Thank you, Real Bill. Yes! Oh, you like the silver monster in the thumbnail. I'm glad you like it. Commander Craig is reporting in that the 42nd Battle Crab is ready. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get your claws up. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 1 minute warning. What do you want? The old school intro, the little kid? Do you want the Mega God? Do you want to migrate? Let me know. Smash that like button. Let's run it up. No rules here. Are you sure about that? Can I talk politics? No, SGT. I was talking about rules for clothing. In the war room, you must be fully clothed, but I've never said the clothing rules for here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. I'm feeling like we're going to migrate. Who wants to migrate today? Let's go. Let's go. This is really me dancing in this video. Mrs. IS lost it. She absolutely lost. And this is me in the very end waving at you guys with my crab face and claw on. Yes, for president. Let's go, SGT. Here we go.
Each year, the Stacker Crab makes a pilgrimage to the International Stacker YouTube channel. Here we have a typical Stacker Crab. While typical crabs will eat shells and food of such, these crabs only feast on silver.
One stacker on a journey
To find
silver.
International Stacker.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 2,500 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. Now, guys, this one was a heater on Saturday. It's with Jake, the Hero Bullion CEO at a coin show. Go watch that. I know you're going to enjoy it. And thank you so much, Dar Silver, for the super chat saying, how many ounces do you have, gold and silver? I think I'm at I was up to 6,000, but I had to sell some for, I think I'm at 5,500. 5,505 ounces of silver and maybe 4 or 5 for gold. I'd have to go do another audit. I have to go look. I need to update my Excel. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this video right here is the Mega Ga, where I'm losing some ounces to give away to you. I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. That video just came out on the weekend on Sunday, so go watch that. Enter the Mega Ga. A moderator is dropping that in chat as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. But once you do that, you need to come here to the Mega Ga live stream. A mod will drop this in chat as well. Click notify me. Click the like button so you're notified and you do not miss the Mega Ga. Every year, somebody misses the Mega Ga, and they tell me I slept through it, I can't believe it, or I missed it. Don't be a statistic. Make sure you go like that. And again, you've got to be subscribed to win the Mega Ga. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I put out a post earlier. If you're interested in the error cork, I'm going to be auctioning it off soon. I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do it. But if you're interested in bidding on this puppy, it's 6.3 ounces. I want you to fill out this form right here. I'll drop it in chat. But fill that form out, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in the error cork. Just put your email. It doesn't it doesn't tie you into anything, but I'll email you when I decide the plan on what I'm going to do so you can be kept abreast and have a chance to pick up that piece of channel history. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's look what happened today with silver. Altogether, we're up 0.99% on the trading session. Remember, the trading session started yesterday at 6 p.m. Eastern, right there. And it's about to start right now again at about 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be covering that live when it happens. But it hit a low of 64.71. It hit a high of 66.81, and it closed right here on a green candle. We're about to watch this open up live. So let me move this down, up. And let me move this down, because these are the trading session bars for the high and low. Ladies and gentlemen, we had some good information come out today for gold and silver. I'm about to break it down in the news. But anyways, it finished up nearly a percent, just under that 50 simple moving average and the 200 as well. Let's go over here to gold. Similar story since 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It did gap down, up. It gapped up, but we did fill that gap, hitting a low of 4,362.54. We hit a high of 4,441.31, and we closed right here on a green candle that's going to be opening up in just about 15 minutes at 4,408.52. And yes, we filled that gap. Okay, and gold finished the day up 0.92%. So about 0.78, yes, 0.7 under silver, which means that gold to silver ratio is hovering right at 67.47 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. And right here, the big La Bamba today, guys, the Shanghai Futures Exchange, after gapping down, hit a high of 75.38, hit a low of 73.56. It closed on a red candle at basically 73.97. So let's see here. 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 71, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. This could be interesting when Shanghai opens, because it's $8.50, $8.10 premium from the east to the west. So it's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen, to see what happens there. But if you're ready for the breaking gold and silver news, drop a news or a crab in the chat. We're going to get this party started right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, silver and gold have a huge week. So we did this. Today we did this. I'm about to read to you what happened for today. But before I read what happened today, tomorrow, don't forget we have the July PPI. That's going to be a big one. We've got the initial jobless claims. That's a big one. We've got the 30-year auction. So look at here at the bonds. We had the 10-year auction yesterday, down now 0.13%, bullish for gold and silver. We had the 20-year one today, down 0.02% bullish for gold and silver. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow on the 30-year and if that's going to turn red as well, ladies and gentlemen. But let me show you what absolutely happened today with the watch out situations. Now, if you check out my website, internationalstacker.com, not only can you see the live metal prices anytime, any day, gold, copper, platinum, palladium, silver gold ratio, but if you go here to news blog, I've got the entire blog here for the weekly watch out situations. It's in depth. There's a lot to it. And my plan is to teach you how to fish, not just give you the fish. So in this, I try to explain everything, why it's important, why it's not, etc., etc. So we're going to go down here. That's CPI. We're going to go here to tomorrow. Okay. So for tomorrow, actually, let me tell you what happened today first, then we'll go to tomorrow. Here we go. Gold and silver just got 4 bullish signals in one day, ladies and gentlemen. Today was my number one scheduled watch out of the week, that July CPI, and it hit, ladies and gentlemen. Expected was 0.1, and it came in 0.1. Expected for year over year was 3.4. What came in was 3.4. Core CPI, expected 0.2. We got 0.2. Expected 2.5 for year over year. We got 2.5. Both annual headline and core inflation cooled another 1 percentage point. Well, IS, how did it cool a percentage point if it came in as expected? Well, baked into this expected for both was negative 0.1%, a tenth of a percent decrease in inflation. That was baked in and it hit it. So although it hit as expected, it actually means inflation cooled another 0.1 percentage point. The report wasn't a huge downside surprise. It came in basically right on expectations, but importantly, inflation continued moving in the right direction. Markets responded by lowering the odds of another September Fed rate hike, ladies and gentlemen. What I've been predicting for months is starting to look like it's lining up more and more, and thank you, Jolene, for those jewels. But that wasn't all, ladies and gentlemen. We also got to the Treasury yield. We had the Treasury bond auction. We had the 10-year today. It saw solid demand, just like yesterday, helping to keep the upward pressure on yields contained. We're also waiting for the EIA report, which is a petroleum. It's an oil report. And this was highly unexpected. A massive 17.4 million barrel crude inventory build versus, so we were expecting negative 1.4 million barrels. And then they're like, just kidding, we found 17.4. Huge. The surprise build instantly pressured oil lower, potentially easing inflation pressure, modestly bullish for metals, although analysts cautioned this huge build may be just a one-off. And if you look here going down to oil, or up to oil, it's all in the 80s, 82, 83. At the end of the day, we're down about 0.8% on U.S. oil, 8.2 for WTI. So we're going to keep watching oil as the days unfold, but that was a big shocker, ladies and gentlemen. And then the final watch out for today we were watching was the U.S. July budget deficit. $432 billion with the B, ladies and gentlemen. With the B. That pushes our total deficit to $1.799 trillion for fiscal year 2026. With 2 months still left in the fiscal year, because remember, the fiscal year ends before the calendar year, it highlights worsening U.S. fiscal pressure. It's long-term bullish for gold and silver as monetary fiscal hedge, ladies and gentlemen. My take overall today, bullish for gold and silver. Inflation continuing to cool. Rate hike odds falling. Oil inventory shock could ease inflation pressure. Gold and silver responding higher. U.S. fiscal deficits remain massive. Now, gold and silver didn't stay higher, right? Right around here was the report. So gold and silver didn't stay higher, but we ended the trading session up a percentage point about on silver and just about on gold. So that is a bullish day. Ladies and gentlemen, we could have very easily fallen 3, 4, 5% if that report was the other way. 581 years ago, money was literally gold. This day in sound money history, August 12th. Let's go back to 1445 during the reign of King Francis Charles. He had a new emission on this coin. I'm not even going to try. I tried to pronounce this morning. We'll call it a crown. It was authorized. This wasn't a gold colored token or a paper claim on something sitting in a vault. The money itself was gold. The EQ was struck roughly 3.5, 3.4 grams of high purity gold and featured crowned arms of France, a French fleur de lis, and an ornate cross on the reverse. The king, so this king had a cause who Joan of Arc, right here, you see her here. Joan of Arc actually famously championed this King Charles, his cause during the 100 Years' War. It's nearly 6 centuries later, ladies and gentlemen, actual examples of his medieval gold money still survives. No electronic ledger, no plastic card, no digits on the screen. The monetary asset was something you could hold physically in your hand back then, and you could still hold now. That's this day in sound money history. And guys, are you still stacking? Dell is. Listen to this.
Mega.
Dell is still stacking. Are you? Have you ever spun a battle crab? That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. And some say if you do that 13 times in a row, it will summon the Goblin.
Mega!
Okay, I got some more news to add, but I want to drop 2 more things in this bounty right now. If you guys want me to drop it, say drop it. First off, I want to drop in the bounty a pocket pinger. You have 3 seconds to tell me to drop it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you got that. One more thing I want to throw in there. This is a coin I bought in Prague. Praha. This is a Franes TZ's number 2 from 1804. It is silver. Look at this old coin. If you guys want me to drop this in there, look at that. I bought this at the coin show. You can see the video where I bought it. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that big, beautiful bounty is getting bigger and more beautiful. So the question is, who's going to get Kaltenberg soup? Here we go for the next piece of news here. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold numbers don't add up. Who's buying it all? Gold analyst, and thank you for the Jules microwave. Gold analyst Ross Norman, in a piece published by Zero Hedge, just pointed out some very interesting data, ladies and gentlemen. The gold mine supply is remarkably stable. Gold demand steadily rising. Thank you, Future Motive, for gifting a membership that went to Snorlax. Gold price is accelerating dramatically since 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, but Norman argues the published supply and demand data doesn't fully explain the magnitude of the gold bull market. So what's missing? Norman believes one plausible explanation is underreported central bank buying. No duh. I think we all know that's happening, honestly, as much as we can without officially knowing. Potentially much larger than generally assumed, but a lot of people don't know this. Here's the important part, ladies and gentlemen. Official sector gold purchases aren't automatically reported. Disclosure can be voluntary, meaning some central bank buying may remain hidden from the published numbers. Norman's conclusion, the most powerful force in the gold market may be precisely the one we cannot see, and I think that is so true. If you think that's true, put "that's true" in chat, ladies and gentlemen. My take, I've thought for some time, ladies and gentlemen, that central banks may be stacking more gold than they're reporting, keeping some purchases quiet for strategic reasons, and if reported supply and demand aren't fully explaining gold's move, who is absorbing all that metal, ladies and gentlemen? Here's the article by Zero Hedge if you want to go read that. Okay, we got action in chat. So Future Motive gifted a membership. Thank you. That went to Snorlax. Barcoded Droid says, sorry to say I rarely watch your shows, but I listen to them 100%. That's fine, Barcoded. As long as you're along for the ride, you are welcome here. And thank you for being a Diamond Claw member. Okie Stacker and Jeff Stout, thank you for gifting memberships. Let's see. Did that go to? Let me see. Okay, no soup yet. Oh, and Yukon Cornelius gifted another 5. Thank you. I hate to say. Wait. Future Motive gifted another one. It went to Jacob. I hate to say it.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Here's the soup.
We tried. No soup for John.
Good soup.
No soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
Aha.
Wow. Thank you for the support, everybody. I appreciate it so much. Guys, I did update the Diamond Claw video. Big thank you to all the channel members. It's viewers like you that help me do what I do, so thank you. Thank you to all the Diamond Claw level members, and this is updated as of this morning. So if you're missing, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. If you're a Diamond Claw, I'll fix it. But thank you. The question to everyone in chat right now is, who has Diamond Claws? Who's got them? Who's got them?
Claws.
Okay, let's go to the next news here. Tether quietly becoming a gold whale, and almost nobody is talking about it. According to a report from Investing Live, Tether, the company behind the world's largest air quote stablecoin, we've seen they aren't that stable, but it's a stable coin, allegedly, has reportedly built an absolutely massive physical gold position. We're talking 146 metric tons of physical gold. That's roughly 4.7 million ounces of gold worth 18.8 billion with a B at valuation cited in the report, ladies and gentlemen. But here's where it gets interesting. Tether reportedly added another 14 tons in Q2 alone and purchased more than 27 tons during the first half of 2026. That reportedly makes Tether the largest known private holder of physical gold outside of central banks and sovereign governments. And they're not storing it as and they're not storing it, there we go, as numbers on the screen, not digital, ladies and gentlemen. The gold is reportedly held in a private vault in Switzerland. Now Tether is winding down its small Ally gold bagged lending product, which might sound bearish for gold at first, but Ally only has 5 open positions. So it's another coin that was backed by gold. They're getting rid of that so they could focus everything on XAUT. Tether has been focusing on XAUT. There you go. My take, the shutdown of that coin isn't the story I'm watching. The 146 metric tons, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching a major crypto company accumulate physical gold on a scale comparable to some sovereign buyers. Think about the irony. One of the biggest companies in the digital asset world is quietly stacking billions of dollars of physical gold. Maybe the digital money guys understand about physical money after all, ladies and gentlemen. Why do you think this cryptocurrency company is stacking more gold than some countries? Let me know right now in chat. And guys, do I have time? I don't have time for this. Okay. We're going to go back to the charts here. We're going to cover the market open, and then I will finish the breaking gold and silver news. We've got over 600 people on the stream. Please smash the like button if you're having a good time. If you find the information I have here valuable, please smash the like button. I literally spend all day in the catacombs of the internet to bring this information to help you read the tea leaves. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just 1 minute away from market open. I'm looking at the chat now, so if I missed a question from me, I'm sorry. Put it in chat again. And look at Ralph Ramsey says, I got over 3 million claws. Congratulations, Ralph Ramsey. Over 3 million claws. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause in chat? That is certainly mega. Whoa. Let me take a sip of this tea, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I am going to be issuing a danger zone alert here. We're 30 seconds away from the market opening, and please remind me to switch the chart back to Oneida in about 7 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, we are only 38 likes away from 250 likes. I know we could certainly do that, so please keep smashing that like button. And somebody asked me earlier, to do a new Mega Gosh shipping goal, so I'll do one more, but that's it. So thank you so much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. And the market's opening in 10 seconds. I'll be counting it down from 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the market is open. Let's see what happens here. Okay, green. Give it a second to marinate, ladies and gentlemen. We got to give it a second to marinate. Okay, so we're seeing red on silver, but green on gold. Let's keep watching here. Gold wants to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs some help.
I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Some scientists say 90% of the time, every time we play the baby gator call, it could turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. We'll see if it works here, or if this is part of the 10%. We do have Kaltenberg in chat. He is hungry. Look at him, skin and bones. He needs soup. Jane Silver Queen says, Streamlabs, how do you gift a membership? Jane, you have to do it. It's not Streamlabs, it's YouTube. and you have to click the dollar symbol down in your chat, and it's somewhere around there. Maybe someone can help you, but it depends if you're on your computer or your phone. Whack-a-Cackle says, Tether needs to take a picture and share it with us. There you go. There you go. Kaltenberg's like, I need some. Look at that. Okay. So we got a red candle here on silver, a green candle here on gold. The baby gator worked on gold, not silver. That is interesting, but it also is
science.
All right, we're going to cover another piece of news here, then we're going to come back to the charts here and see what happens. Here's the next piece of news. AI is quietly devouring silver. Demand is up nearly 5 times. Whoa! Everyone talks about solar when discussing industrial silver demand, but AI could be becoming the next major silver demand story, according to a new analysis by West Ratings. And thank you, Chicken Nugget, for gifting that membership to Ron Parse. And thank you, Jerome, for being a member for 6 months. I appreciate it. According to a new analysis by Weiss Ratings, AI plus data center estimated consumption in 2022, it's estimated that it was 8.5 million. 2025, it's estimated was 31 million. This year's forecast is 41.5 million. That's nearly a 5x increase in just 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. And it's happening while the silver market is already facing serious pressure. 46.3 million ounce silver deficit forecast for 2026 alone. I think it's going to be worse. 6th consecutive year of global silver deficits. 74% of silver mined is a byproduct, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't come directly from silver mines, meaning soaring prices alone can't simply make miners flip a switch and get more of it out of the ground. Physical silver investment demand is forecast to jump another 18% this year, roughly to 258 million ounces. U.S. physical silver investment demand alone is forecast to surge 57%. Roughly 58% of total silver already goes to industrial. And here's where things get really interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Industrial silver demand is currently around 650 million ounces annually, but the Silver Institute projects it to climb at roughly 46% around the decade to around 950 million ounces. The Silver Institute forecasts silver demand will fall, claiming aggressive silver thrifting and copper substitution will outweigh continued growth in the global solar installations. Personally, I'm skeptical that copper will prove to be a viable replacement of silver at the scale they're projecting. Silver remains the most electrically conductive metal on Earth. And here's what I find interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Even as manufacturers push for copper substitution, silver continues showing up now as high performance solar technology. So are we actually replacing silver or creating a world where cheaper panels use less silver while the highest performance panels keep it? They're making the copper ones, they're saying, oh, this is our normal panel now. But if you want high performance, so they're actually upselling. They're selling the copper at the normal price, and now they're charging you more if you want the high quality silver ones. And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, AI is opening an entirely new front for silver demand. Servers, semiconductors, you can read that. A bunch of stuff. So, even as solar manufacturers successfully reduce the amount of silver per panel, what happens when AI infrastructure starts competing for the same metal? Silver gets pulled through that entire chain. So now, ladies and gentlemen, silver potentially has 4 major forces behind it. Gold, plus a weaker dollar, constrained supply, surging investor demand, massive industrial demand, and AI. Oh, I forgot a 5th, and the Megaga. So, Wes's Brodicki concludes, the next leg higher could come sooner than many Wall Street people think. There's a full article there if you want to go read more about that. Let's go back here to the charts. And looking back at chat, I did miss some stuff. Let me scroll back up. Hold up. Jolene says, you cannot give to memberships from the phone app. It must be on the... Yeah, I think memberships are from the computer, but some people can do it on their phone, Jolene. I'm not sure why. But yeah. Chris Shimmick says, got a sweet package from Reckless today in the mail. A pay forward Rolo. Awesome, Chris. That's awesome, Chris. Was that for the tattoo Let me know. Thank you, Spiky Mikey, for being a crustacean commander for 6 months, saying love to the mods. You, Spiky Mikey, get my salute. Thank you for being a crustacean commander for 6 months. Okay. Woo! SGT said, everyone's sending me claws. I feel the love. There you go. Okay, we are sitting on a red candle for silver, 65.27, down 0.08% on the trading session so far that just started. Gold sitting at 4,403.94 in a red candle, sitting down 0.11%. So basically a 10th%. Gold to silver ratio is around 67.47 still, and the Shanghai Big La Bamba is opening soon. Now, Jimmy Reefer says, I couldn't identify the lady whose heirloom coins got stolen, but my psychic did channel her spirit animal to find out we can help. She said to give me a golden ticket code. Oh my goodness. Next piece of breaking news here. Ladies and gentlemen, Citibank. Silver could surge to $90 an ounce. But wait until you see what they predicted earlier this year. So Citi is bullish on silver again, ladies and gentlemen. They say in the next 3 months we're going to be to 75. In the next 6 to 12 we'll be at 90. That's nearly 40% upside from the 65-ish we're around right now, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get too excited about Citi's $90 call, let's check the receipts. Their first call in January was for 100 ounces. 2 weeks, or $100 an ounce. 2 weeks later, they said, JK, we think it's going to be 150. Today they're saying 75. They've been all over the place. So think about that. Citi's comparable short-term silver targets are gone 100, 150, 75, and now we're back to 90. Despite those huge swings, ladies and gentlemen, Citi remains bullish on silver, where it goes from here, forecasting another higher move in just the next 6 to 12 months. But it raises an important question, ladies and gentlemen. Is Wall Street predicting the silver price or literally chasing it? It looks like Citibank, at least, is chasing it, allegedly, because Citi's latest reasoning is actually pretty interesting. They believe investment demand could increasingly take control of the silver market. Citi sees support coming from a potentially less hawkish Federal Reserve, called it possible de-escalation in Hormuz, and silver trading like a higher beta version of gold. Mining, or what does the beta version mean? It's not a beta. It's not a beta. Don't worry. It means. So in this context, that means that it tends to move in the same direction as gold, but with bigger swings. So if the gold surges, silver can potentially surge more, but that amplification works on the way down too. So if gold goes down, silver will generally move much bigger. Indian demand, ladies and gentlemen, roughly 7% of domestic premium they're talking about, and potentially stronger investment demand during India's Q4 festival and wedding season. And despite Citi expecting solar silver demand to face pressure from threatening technology changes, Citi still expects the global silver market to remain in deficit through 2027. And Citi still sees $90 silver in the next 6 to 12 months. What do you guys think? Do you agree with Citi? Let me know. I just missed something in chat. Let me see here. Okay, we're good. Gary, you said you can't do memberships on a phone or an iPhone or iPad. I don't have a PC. Man, that stinks. I'm sorry. I wish you guys could give soup. I wish you could. I'm not sure why you can't. Thank you, Frodo, for gifting the jewels and Real Bill. Appreciate it. And we have Victor in chat saying, I feel like we haven't looked at Rashad's technical analysis. We have it. We'll check Rashad out here in a minute. Remind me in a minute here. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the next piece of news. And we got 700 people watching. We're 26 likes away from 300. I know we could do it. The next 26 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 17 months.
It's science.
Gold just had its best week in 7 months, ladies and gentlemen. So why is he buying more at the perceived top? Gold just posted its strongest weekly gain in 7 months, but CNBC's Mike Cowell isn't taking the money and running, ladies and gentlemen. He's buying more. But who is he? He's a veteran options trader, co-founder of Optimize Advisors, and longtime CNBC options action contributor who specializes in analyzing institutional-style option strategies. Why? The setup for gold has suddenly gotten a lot more interesting, he says. Weak U.S. jobs data shifted Fed expectations last week. Treasury yields have come under pressure, including this week. U.S. dollar has weakened. Let's see what it's at now. It's slightly up, but nothing crazy. Okay, let's go back to there. The dollar has weakened. Central banks continue accumulating gold. Geopolitical uncertainty remains elevated. After months of consolidation, gold has finally shown signs of breaking higher again. But here's what really caught my attention, ladies and gentlemen. He argues that gold's diversification benefits remain attractive and is using GLD options to increase his exposure to the following rally. In his words, gold has already made a big move. And he's positioning for more. Here's the article there if you want to go read more about that. Okay, we made it through the news. Let's go to the charts. Thank you, Future Motive, for gifting that super chat saying, let's go. A crab in the chat is worth 2 in the bush. Thank you. Jim Reeves saying, go, God, go. Thank you for that, Jim Reeves. And thank you, AGOG 47 for the 6-7. Whoa. And we are now just 3 super chats away from our Mega Gosh Shipping Fund. You guys asked me to do it again, so we did it one more time. 18 more minutes in that. I'm sure we could do that. Can we get a crab phone at the merch store? No. Whack a Cackle, I do not sell crab phones, but I'm working on more merch. I am working on more merch. Soup John says, I figured out how to turn on Streamlabs. Looks like it sent a message. It sent me all the message for the last month. Oh, that's funny. Guys, John was able to turn the bot back on because he had blocked him, and he just got every chat message for the last month. That's funny. Yeah. And guys, remember with the game. Oh, let me see if Oneda's up. Remember with the games, I switched it to. Sorry. I can't do 3 things at once. There we go. I switched it from points, exclamation points, to exclamation crabs. Don't forget about that. Exclamation crabs. Okay, we are up on Oneida on silver, down to 65.20. That's only down about 1.19%. Let's go Oneida on gold. Oh, we did a gap down on gold, which is great. That should be easy to fill in the future, and that means we'll get our favorite song, so that's cool. Frodo for Super Chat, thank you, saying silver and gold are going to run for the rest of the year. If you guys agree with Frodo and you think we're clearly out of June gloom, put Frodo in chat right now. Okay, let's go see what Rashad... Well, first let's see what you guys are saying, then we'll check on Rashad. Claws. Did I say crabs? I'm sorry. I meant exclamation claws. Exclamation claws. I'm sorry. Nice Delsa's variable. Thank you for that. Paul here says, I can't believe... I didn't win anything. I missed it. From what? From what? What did you miss? Paul, what did you miss? Oh, wait, please double down on the stick bait. What did you miss, Paul? I don't get it. Thank you, Boy Grammy, for the super chat. You are mega. Thank you, Sicilian, for putting out the stream. Thank you, Lewis. Okay, we're caught up there. Now let's take a look at what Rashad is saying. I have not covered his technical analysis for a while. Let's see what he's saying here. Precious metals miners are taking a pause today. He also says silver's possible path to an all-time high. Well, let's take a look at that. Thank you, Great White Cat, for the golden poop. Again, something I never thought I would say. So look at this. He goes bleep, bloop, blop. Then up to here, flip, flop, mop. And then to the moon?
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
Thank you, Silver Squirt, for that super chat, you are mega. Thank you for the jewels to Cargo Bob and Frodo. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go check on Cargo Bob in the field. Let's see how the soup situation is looking for Kaltenberg.
Hey, Cargo Bob, we're downtown Key West right now. You want to go get some soup?
No soup for John.
No soup for John. How do you say that in German?
Keine Suppe for John.
Whoa. And I saw Swag Dad in the chat, guys. Swag Dad did come down here to Key West, and he met with me. We had a good time, but unfortunately, he left here with a few surprises.
I'm here in Key West, Florida, and some dude on the internet gave me crabs.
Whoa. Okay, Rashad here says, previously broken support is acting like resistance for gold just above the 44 hundo. Spot silver back above 66 and route to 71. So we'll see what happens here, guys. Let's go back to the chart. Thank you, Frodo, for the jewels. And guys, we hit the goal again. Thank you so much. We hit the goal. It's time for
The Big Show.
To the 4th annual Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States, competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champion.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And we are now at 69,713 subscribers. That means we're only 87 subscribers away from 69,800. On our way to 70,000 subscribers. I am giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold in the upcoming Mega. Each one of these crab bags, look how heavy is that, is going to be given away to you guys. I've got grand prizes, so make sure you subscribe. You got to be subscribed for that. And if you go to my channel, the very last video I put out is how you enter the Megagon. There is a password in that between 3 and 5 minutes, something like that. So watch that, get the password, and once you do that, you got to come here to the live stream, turn the notification on, click the like button. People always sleep through the Megagon. I always hear it. I slept through it. I missed it. No. So make sure you do that. And finally, I am going to be auctioning off this error cork. This cork project was not really to make money. It was just to really do something fun. So we ended up with this error cork, and the idea here is this is going to be the moneymaker to put in the coffers. So for me to buy equipment for the channel to make it better, for SGT, for him to get more stuff and become better as well. So I'm going to split the proceeds of this 50-50 with SGT. It is 6.3 ounces. It commemorates the time silver broke $100 an ounce. This used to be an exact copy of the cork that came out of my champagne, but in his hammering of it, it got pushed down. It's a stubby now if you compare it to a regular size one. So it's a big piece of channel history. It is the error cork. It's one of one. It comes with the golden ticket because all the corks did. So I'll be auctioning that off in the near future. So I'll drop this form in chat. This doesn't lock you into bidding. It just says you're interested. So when I figure out how I'm going to auction it off, I will email everybody who's filled out the form. So I'm going to put that in chat now. Form for error cork. So fill that out if you're interested in that. And Jane Silver, you did it. Jane, how did you do it? Jane gifted a membership and went to Paver Saver. Jane, how did you figure it out? Because other people have that problem. Let me know how you figured that out. Wow. Jane gifted it and it went to Paver Saver. Congratulations, Paver Saver. I'll see you in the next War Room here on YouTube. It's a channel member only live stream. The next one's going to be Friday evening, unless I call an emergency one. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. You must be fully clothed. Northampton West says, get BYB to advertise it on eBay. He will get massive traction on it for a small fee. he something the commission. I think I'm going to do it off eBay because you lose like at least 15%. With commissions and all that, and it's all tracked, and then you risk getting scammed. I think I'm just gonna do it in a like a private live stream. So I gotta find out who's interested in it so I can include them on that. But that is a thought. Alan here says, as regards to Michael Oliver's prediction, do you think if it did run to 1,000 by next year, do you think it would fall just as fast? Yeah, I think it would fall from 1,000, but I think it would fall to a new high. I think it would certainly be over 100 if it had action like that. I mean, if it actually went up to now, if it goes up to 1,000 on one day, yeah, it could come straight down. But if it's over weeks or months and it goes to 1,000 and then it pulled back, yeah, maybe it drops to 300 or 400. But to be clear, I don't think we're going to do 1,000 to buy next year. I think that is extremely bullish, but I will be dancing with all of you in the streets if it happens, and I'll be happy to say Michael Oliver was right. But my goal is 152 this year. We'll see if we can hit that and go from there. We got 600 people in the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and we're only 18 likes away from 350 likes. I know we could do that. So keep smashing that like button, ladies and gentlemen, if you're having a good stream and a good time. Okay, we got Jimmy Reefer saying, a couple months ago, my wife changed the Wi-Fi password to the golden ticket code, but I forgot what it was. Could you email it to me so I could have a stronger connection to your streams? No!
How dare you?
No! Have you mentioned the teaser for the bounty? Guys, SGT Stacking is sending me a surprise for the Triple B, the big, beautiful bounty. So either it's going to be in this one for Kaltenberg, or if it takes a while to get here, by the next one, but it's going to be here. And he said, I'm not allowed to open it until somebody gets Kaltenberg soup. What do you guys think about that? Diego, thank you for gifting a membership. That's amazing. Diego gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Diego. You are a mega. That went to DH7615. Congratulations, DH. Jerome says $1,000 silver's incoming. Northampton said if silver hit 1,000, who the hell would buy it? Or buy what you wanted to sell? You would be trapped. I mean, that's what they say. But also, too, that's what they said about Bitcoin. And it went up to, like, what, 125? It's 63,000 now. There'll always be buyers, especially when you're FOMOing to the top, I think. Now, are you going to get a haircut? I don't think you're going to get the exact spot price. You know, if it's 1,000, maybe you're selling it for 800. I think it'd be something like that. Brian here says, wait, do you still need the golden ticket code? Yeah, if you enter the Mega God, look it right here. If you bought a cork, only the people that got the corks got the golden ticket. There's a golden ticket code here. But that's for the people that bought the cork, not the coffee. The coffee was for the last Mega God. And Chris Shimmick coming in hot. Gives 5 memberships. It went to John. It went to Steve. It went to John again. It went to Teresa. It went to Joseph. And then Steed Stacker gifted 5 memberships. And look at his crab. It's like a crab with a hat or something. That's cool. He gifted 5 memberships. That went to West. It went to Christian. Sip. It went to Joe. Went to Steve. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, on your old Android phone. Thank you, Jane. So I guess you can't do it on iPhones. That's crazy. Let's see how close we are to unlocking the next channel member emoji, ladies and gentlemen. Let me refresh this. Let's see how close. I'm off of Pyth. Thank you. I'm off of Pyth. I'm back on Oneta. Let's see here what we're at for the next emoji. Oh, my goodness, guys. Some memberships that were gifted fell off today. We need 143 more members to unlock the 47th emoji. Dear Lord. Thank you, Yukon Cornelius, for gifting 5. Thank you, Derek One Claw, for gifting 1. Congratulations if you just got memberships. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And I hate to say it.
Sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
Good soup.
No soup for you.
Alan J. Pratt saying, cool, my feeling is if I could be kind of FOMO bubble and did get there, if I'd fall back to this still extremely bullish 300 to 500 predicted level as a new base, but I'm fantasy. Yeah, I think, yeah, it is a fantasy because I don't think it's going to happen. But if it happened, yeah, I think 300 to 500 could be a good new level. Mark Medowell says, and me too, golden ticket holder, impromptu ga. That is right. Mark did get a special one. I did a special channel member only giveaway one day in the War Room. Guys, another reason to become a channel member. I do crazy stuff in the War Room. I did that spontaneous, like, little baby mega. Also, too, like, we literally watched a volcano erupt in the War Room. We've been to a robot DJing at Disney. We've done a lot of stuff. Oh, my, I'm still in Pyth? Ah! Oh, Silver was still on Pyth. Thank you. Man, Pythy McPytherson. Thank you for that. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you. Wow. Boy, is my face red. Okay, let's go here. Okay, Bald Guy Money says, a lot of people mistakenly think Social Security will take care of them in their old age. Even many people who know it won't still aren't preparing for that fact. Gold and silver need to be part of your retirement portfolio, and there is time to start stacking now. I totally agree with Bald Guy on that. What do you guys think? Okay, here's Peter Schiff. The July federal deficit, we reported on that earlier, $432 billion. The largest July deficit on record, up 18% from July 2025. The fiscal year deficit already $1.8 trillion with 2 months remaining. The national debt rose by $2.13 trillion over those 10 months, exceeding the entire FY 2025 deficit. FY stands for fiscal year, by the way. Gold, silver, COMEX deliveries stagnate while gold or silver deliveries stagnate while gold skyrocket. 1,300 of the COMEX silver deliveries. Bullish, says Silver Crusader. U.S. regular OCC approves Bitcoin and crypto firms to become national banks. Wow, that is interesting. Iran rejects U.S. pressure. So this came out earlier today. The USA has total control over the Strait of Hormuz. I think we will keep it. Our naval blockade is being called by everyone a wall of steel, and there's nothing Iran can do about it. They have no navy. They have no air force. Their remaining soldiers are unpaid, and the IRGC is decimated and fleeing, and their leadership is uncertain at best. They have no money. Their country is shot. All they have is fake news and 300% inflation and getting worse. Iran is all talk and no action. The bully of the Middle East no longer. Wow. So we'll see what happens with that, ladies and gentlemen. Is there going to be major escalation over the coming days, or is there something else happening? That is Fort Knox right there, if you're wondering. Maybe I should move into Fort Knox, ladies and gentlemen. And we got AG Astronaut saying, by the time I can retire, I don't think I will receive Social Security. I have a feeling it will be inflated away. Yeah, guys, is it? I don't even know if Social Security is going to be around when I get old enough for it. I doubt it. Those slippery little salamanders, I want a refund. Okay. Let's pull this up here. So we're getting some downward pressure on gold and silver. Nothing to panic about, though. We've had a meteoric week. When in doubt, zoom out. So let's zoom out. So let's take a peep. Just a little peep show of the daily. So here's where we're at in the daily. Let me get rid of that arrow. So that's silver daily. Let's take a look at the weekly, and that's just a fine setup. It's fine. Here's the weekly. We're green on the week. It's trying to reclaim that 50 simple moving average. Let's go here to the monthly. Look at that BGC on the monthly. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So let's see here. It's not the prettiest. It's not the prettiest. It's not the prettiest, but is it trying to break out of that descending wedge there? I don't know. I don't know. It's trying to on the weekly. It popped its head up like a little gopher on the weekly. Let's go back to the daily. Eesh. Yeah, look at this. This is a big old wedge. You see the big old wedge? It's hard to see with all my blue lines. It is something like this. I don't know. I don't know, but what I do know is we're going to find out together, and it's going to be an amazing ride. That's what I do know. Woo! Alan J. Pratt says, oh, I'm panicking, all right. Laugh out loud. I've spent some of my holding at 1,000. There you go. There you go. Oh, guys, there is a new command now. So, by the way, exclamation clause does points. Now it tells you how many claws you have. And if you do exclamation point help in chat, the bot will give you a link for help. And I'm going to click that link here in a second as soon as the bot pops it up. So if you want to know how to do the commands, how to play the games, all these different things, I made this page because you guys asked for it. It's hidden on my website unless you go directly to it. But it tells you all the commands for claws. It tells you how you earn them. Different commands. It tells you the different games, how you play them. Oh, did I remember the 8 ball? Ah, I forgot to put 8-ball. Ralph, I need to add 8-ball to this. Ah! You can ask the 8-ball questions. I need to add the 8-ball, but I did this for you guys. Okay, let's see here. Silver's starting to be on a green candle here. Let's see if we're going to get a little reverse. Uno reverse, maybe. On gold as well. I got a question for you guys. Is this Morgan silver dollar real or fake? Here's the front. Here's the back. Let me ping it for you. Let me let you hear this. Whoops. Is it real? What do you guys think? Is it real or fake? Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the Crustacean Nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the Pocket Pinger. You get the stick. You get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. Link is pinned in the chat. Yes, I did a clandestine Raptor run, but I'm back. That was actually a real Morgan silver dollar I showed you. Wyvern, thank you so much for gifting a membership. That went to Pajama Stacking. Congratulations, Pajama. Look at this here. The trade of a lifetime. Dom Durant maintains gold and silver sell-off wasn't the problem. It was the opportunity. Leg 2 is coming. If you guys are ready for leg 2, put leg 2 in chat. Gold is back above 4,400. Many gold producers are absolutely printing cash and are still ramping up production. Years of difficult markets forced the industry to deleverage balance sheets and prioritize profitability. Now they have much heftier companies, or healthier. Yeah, for sure. All greed, no fear. All bonds and stocks bid on cooling CPI. But biggest tech and Bitcoin keep sliding. What's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin 63,400. So that's down. Earlier today it was 63,009. Oh, that guy Brooks says very good, a clever password placement. Thank you. I only had to watch it 4 or 5 times. I'm glad you found that that guy Brooks. And thank you for being a channel member. Frodo here says, I just passed 100 ounces. I'm around 105. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Frodo. Guys, passing 100 ounces is mega and amazing. So big congratulations to Frodo. I remember when I passed 100 ounces. It was a pretty cool thing. SGT Stacking here. So I remember when I passed 100 subscribers in 100 videos. Wow. SGT says, Chris Schimmick says, let's peer pressure IS to join us in Vegas this October. No, I'm not going. Well, what's in Vegas? What is it? Is it a coin show? Tell me. Okay. We're getting a bit of a big green candle here. Let's see if it can materialize. 65.15. Let's see what happens here. Is this just on the way down? Is it a turning point, an inflection point? Oh, the PCGS coin show. Maybe I should go to that. October 3rd. I'm going to be here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the Hidden Horde. August. Am I blind? I must be blind. You got the Long Beach Expo. I heard that's a pretty big one. Wednesday, December 9th through Friday, December 11th. Trade show. I'm not seeing it. Have you all entered the Mega God, guys? I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. All you got to do is subscribe right now. Subscribe. Turn on those notifications. And make sure you watch my last video and enter the Mega Giveaway. SGT says Reckless, Shrek, and many more will be there. SGT, can you send me the information? Send me the information on that, please. I shall consider it. Probably get a good. I probably could get a good deal on hotels. Like, they're desperate in Vegas for people right now. Do I think semi-numismatic coins are the way to go? If you could get them for close to spot, yeah. If you get slab coins for close to spot or a good deal on them, I think they're better as well, because it gives you more options on the back end, because you could always break them out and they could be raw bullion or they could be graded. Now, I stack whatever the deals are. So if I had the option to get Morgan dollars for, like, just say $50, whatever, I don't know what they are with spot, right? Let's just say $50. If I could get Morgans, raw Morgans for $50, or I could get graded Morgans slabbed in PC, GSR, and GC for $52, I would pay the $2 difference, because on the back end, when I go to sell them, it's going to give me more options. Does that make sense? But if it was way more expensive, I would go with the raw Morgan. Okay. Somebody the other day got like 20 koalas slabbed, all MS70s for spot price. That's crazy. That was a good deal. Let's see how many people have entered the Megagon now, guys. 13,836 entries. That's probably means we've probably got only 800 to 900 people entered in this thing so far. So make sure you enter. You got good chances, actually. SGC says, that's right, Mike DeMonte. I want a golden ticket for the information. What is this? Hold up. I'm looking. What am I missing? SGT wants the golden ticket in exchange for the information.
How dare you?
Sorry, SGT. I'm sorry, SGT. Can't do it. Northampton says, latest error bread update, 35 sold today, 16.7% for a total of 100,000 pounds. That's crazy. Wow. Guys, SGT sent more diamond claws in the mail for the Megaga. Now I only need about 200 more out of them. Did I say 200? I'm at 20. Let's go here. More Americans are having a harder time keeping up with their home and car payments. Well, especially when you keep raising property tax. For sure. Okay, this is from the dude. Rate cut probability analysis. This doesn't consider the government's false flag they will create a crisis with. False flag season is upon us, says the dude. Let's see this. Okay, rate cut probability 40%, they're saying. Hold 45. Where's the rate hike probability, though? Oh, this is just for cut. Okay. Woo! Oh, guys, look what I got in. Look what I got in. I'm bringing to the next meet and greet. And I'm going to put some of these in the Megaga if you guys want. Do you guys want some of these in the Megaga? They're the War Room koozie with the diamond claw on the bottom. So we got the War Room koozie. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to add 5 of the koozies to the Mega God. And I'm going to add another 4 pocket pingers to the Mega God. What do you guys think about that? You want it? You want me to drop it? Look, U.S. Treasury bonds, gold. Guys, don't forget I have a merch store. It's pretty cool stuff. Go to internationalstacker.com, click shop. And I'm adding more stuff to this soon. But we got the Hidden Hoard Recovery Task Force gear. Guys, remember, if you are wearing one of these and you find the Hidden Hoard, you get a silver bonus. It's worth much more than 30 bucks. We got No Soup for John gear, Crustacean Nation. We got the tea. We got hats. We got mugs of all different types, shapes, and sizes. We got, look at that, insulated. Mrs. IS loves that one. We got the koozies. This is a bottle opener. We got like mats. We got flags. We got stickers. And I got more stuff coming soon. Look at the bumper sticker. Look at that. That could be on your van. Yeah. I love the War Room koozie, says AG. Awesome. AG Astronaut has one, ladies and gentlemen. Drop the chaps in the Mega God for the grand prize. Absolutely not. So here's the plan for the chaps. And guys, we're just 18 likes away from 400. Please smash the like button if you're having a fun time. Let's make this a 400 like stream. Next 18 people to smash like will get good luck for 3 months.
It's science.
So here's the plan with the chaps, I was thinking. What if with the chaps, like we're getting the patches for the different, people are making, I'm not commissioning these patches. People are coming up with these ideas and doing it on their own. So I think once we get a bunch of patches, when I go to visit Hero Bullion, what if I got the patches sewn onto the chaps? And then I gifted the chaps with the different patches on it to the Hero Bullion CEO, Jake. What do you guys think about that? Would that be good? Alan says, I buy New Britannias and pay 20% VAT on them, unfortunately, but they recently got some pre-owned with 0 VAT. Nice! Good job, Alan. Jimmy Reefer says, if I fraudulently convince the school for children who can't read good and do other stuff good to request a golden ticket code from you, would you do it? Asking for a friend.
How dare you?
No soup for you. Giving the chaps with patches to Jake would be fun. And you know he'd have to put him on. Chris says, I guess that's one way to lose a sponsor. So why did Hero Bullion stop sponsoring you? I got him to put chaps on. The pictures went on the internet. Brian here says Jake has to put the chaps on. Oh yeah, he'll put them on. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Okay, guys. I'm going to be live at 7:45 a.m. Eastern in the morning. We're going to see what happened overnight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's live right now, who we could crab raid. But I'll break down what happened all night long. It's going to be a wild, bumpy night, it looks like. We got mobile coins on. This is just a music for Kalilo. He's not actually, like, streaming. Like, he's streaming, but it's not an actual live stream. I'm trying to see if there's any other small creators on. Do this. Let's see who is live, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know anyone, a small creator that's live right now that we could crab raid? It's meant to be a blessing, not a curse. It's meant to help out small creators. Thank you, Wyvern, for gifting those 5 memberships. Did Kaltenberg get soup? No. Wait. No soup for Cal.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John. Taste the soup.
Good soup.
No soup for you.
We got an auction on. It's not good to do auctions. We have D. Okay. I think we'll do mobile coins. What do you guys think? I think we'll do mobile coins. Thank you, Barbara, for gifting a membership. That went to RM. go over to here. Ah, he just ended his stream. He just ended his stream. Oh no, he didn't end his stream. Okay, we're good. All right, guys. Let me look here. Let me make sure I don't miss anything. What the heck is a koozie? Nobody answered it. Mark, it's what you put your can in. You put your can in a koozie and it keeps it the right temperature for like soda, drinks, beer, whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys all bright and early in the morning. 7:45 Eastern. We're gonna go crab rate mobile coins. He does giveaways and stuff, so hopefully you guys want a giveaway. When you go there, drop some crabs in the chat, smash a like button. I'll say CYO Tino. Catch you on the next one. Thank you everybody so much. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early.
I am never going to financially recover from this.